Hello everybody, yeah, Tony here. Today we'll be sharing how to build something like WhatsApp chat group, okay, in a no-code platform bubble.io. Okay, today, firstly you want to build a platform, right? Correct. You need to understand the data flow. So how you're going to create that cell to store the data, okay? So in this case, right, correct. So the interface is supposed to be there will be a list of user. Then you press the user, then you go to a chat group. Then the chat group, when you press the chat group, you go to a list of messages. So basically this will be the flow, the UI UX flow of a person to go through your systems to chat. Okay, so in order to do that, right, correct, we need to create two tables over here. Okay, two things or two data type. So here, right, correct. Okay, so first thing we need to create all chat group. All chat group consists of a list of user. The reason is because it need to be like you and me when we are chatting. So the group consists of you and me. Okay, so it's a list of user. Okay, and the other one is that we need to tag down the information in another database because it's one to many. So one chat group can have many messages, so we need a database to govern that. Okay, so that is what we got to do. Okay, so the interface, now we go to the UI wise, right, correct. The interface now, right, correct, you're able to see a list of repeating group of user or friend. In this case, put it simple, it's a list of user. Okay, so a list of user, the user cannot be contain yourself, right, correct. So you must minus away yourself. So minus item current user, so it's yourself. So later when I go into log into somebody else, you cannot see myself. Okay, when I press to here, press into it, okay, what I can see is, okay, I will need to create a chat group. If the chat group is not in the database, so I need to set a condition. So a condition is do a search for chat group. If the chat group doesn't contain current user, okay, and doesn't contain current cell user, okay, if this total account, if it's search, right, is equivalent to 0, okay, lesser than 1, then it will create a chat group, else it will not create a chat group. Then later we move on to the next interface, which is show a list of chat group. Okay, so then you will move on to an interface that is showing a list of chat group. Okay, so this is the interface that is showing a list of chat group. Because it's shown is because the state is changed to chat group. Okay, so that's how you toggle it. Okay, so when you press this button over here or this group over here, okay, what it will show is it will show a list of messages in this chat group. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to change the interface, which is like change it to the state, change to chat messages. So you change the toggle interface. The other one you need to do is you need to store the state of the the cell which is chat group into a state. So later we can use it for all the this filter of all the messages. Okay, so we store it as a state. Okay, so after that what we do is, coming to here, what we do is, okay, we will do a search, okay, for the messages, chat messages, that the chat group is equals to the chat group, right? Because we stored it as state earlier. So then it will define all the messages that is actually belong to this chat group. Okay, so that's how we got to do it. Okay, so the last thing that we have here is actually a play button. So this is how you send the messages. So when you press this button, right, correct, you'll create a new message, okay, where the chat group, okay, is equals to the state just now we stored earlier, and the messages is equals to input a values. Okay, so that's how we do it. So okay, now we go on to if I got to run this program, how will it behave. Okay, as you can see now, the database behind chat messages and chat group, there's nothing, right? Okay, now I got to run as Tony. Okay, wait, give me a minute. Okay, now I got to run as Tony. Okay, so you cannot see Tony right here because I minus away myself. So what we do here is actually, if I got talk to Karen, so you'll create a chat group called Karen. So I press Karen. Okay, I press hi Karen, how are you? Okay, so when I press the send button, okay, what happened is, okay, Karen will receive these messages. So now if I log into Karen itself, this is Karen. Okay, now I log into Karen itself. Okay, what happened is that, okay, Karen were able to see Tony. Okay, like this is thing, hi Karen, how are you? Yeah, I am fine, Tony, you know. So I press play. Okay, then so all these things are recorded inside Bubble database itself. So let us see what is the back end, okay, all about. So you go back to the chat group. Okay, there's only one chat group over here that is consists of Tony and Karen. Okay, so these are the two users inside. Okay, so the chat messages, they are two and tied down with the chat group. Okay, so that's how we do it, okay, in the communication level for creating chat group, and all these things are in no code lor. So yep, that's what I'm going to share today, and thank you for today. If you you can look at my YouTube video for more values. If you think I'm good, then you just subscribe and share with your friend. Thank you so much. Bye bye.